Hello, and yeah, My Little Pony Generation 5. Right, so this episode is called Father of the Bridlewood, I think. I assume that this one is gonna be set immediately after, like, last episode. Father of the Bridlewood, well, I hope we're going to get a lot of Misty and her dad. Kind of like trying to, get back the time together that they lost when Misty disappeared. And hopefully, maybe they're gonna talk a little bit about the day she disappeared. And then maybe Misty will talk about how she met Opaline. Because, I don't know, Misty and Opaline are the only two characters I really like. And I want to find out. Like, how did they meet? We haven't gotten something of that, so. I'm crossing my fingers. Alright. I kinda wish, I mean, it's not a big problem, but I kinda wish the name he had for her, or the name she had before, wasn't Misty. Maybe, like, her name was something else. And Misty is the name she got from Opaline. So, like, well. Oh, alright. Oh, God. God, what is his name? It's Twilight's brother. Miyamori Cadenza and Blue. No, not Blue Blood. Blue. Shining Armor. There we go. And come on, whatever your name is. Okay, so I guess what's gonna happen is that her friend's gonna get in the way. Um, and it's gonna be like, you know what? Give Misty and her dad some time alone. All right. Well, yes. I mean, it is. If you and Opaline thought it was a game, it's a game. Alpha Dad. He like, no, that's what their mom calls me. All right. I mean, just let Misty and her dad be together for a day, and then go to Misty and be like, Misty, I need to talk to you about the whole thing with Opaline. Like, what if it's too late by then? So I think we should make it, like, talk to her, be like, you don't have to tell us now, but we need to go through of what you know with Opaline and taking over Equestria so that we can be prepared. So I completely understand Zip's point of view. I do think she's a bit crass and maybe like a bit yeah, you know, a bit too aggressive. He's like, oh. Well, I mean, he just met his daughter that he thought was lost. Well, not thought, that was lost. And they've just been reunited, so. Right. Um, I mean, it is good. Okay, I like that. That her friends were like, you know what? Let's give them some privacy. Oh, and it's gonna be like, it's exactly the same how it used to be. But she isn't the same pony. So the things that she liked are the different. She's gonna be like, she doesn't actually feel at home. Yeah, I mean, she does seem a bit. Alright. I mean, it probably will work on him. He's like, you used to love attention. But I also like that she was willing to actually tell him. You know, like, this is a bit too much for me, I don't like this. He's like, it's super boring. Well, aren't you? I mean, there's more places, so get on with him. I mean, I can see at least 4 places to sit. Yeah. But this isn't necessarily that terrible, even though she might not like it like it. Uh, I don't think it's like terrible thing to do because it might jolt some memories. Izzy, okay, that's her name. Izzy. I mean, I keep forgetting her name all the time. She's the only one of the main 6 that I forget the name of. Because Zanny, Zip, Pip, Hitch, Hutch, Misty, and Izzy. Oh, well, let's ask about Misty then. Alright. So that's where they are going for this episode. I mean, I would have liked it more if we just focused on Misty. Like, that is probably gone sour. But this is also interesting, you know, the fact that she doesn't like the same thing she liked. And I don't think it's just because, well, you know, she was a kid and now she's an adult. I don't think it's just that. It's the fact that, you know, her experiences are so different. So she's kind of like, do I want to go back? You know, because I mean, it's not me, but it is me. So she must feel like conflicted. To be like, man, should I like this stuff? Should I try and force myself to like this stuff that I used to like? Because me not liking it, is it because of the brainwashing or whatever, you know? Kind of like, do I like the things that I like now just because I was kidnapped? If that's the case, yeah, it's cyclical. Is that what it's called? You know, fashion. Carousel boutique, huh? Probably not. I assume her stories are all going to be, you know, about the main six of the past. You know, we had Carousel Boutique. I think she's the Wonderbolts there in the background. I think she mentioned something else in relation to the Gen 4 Friendship is Magic main six. Oh, like perfect. Yeah, he's like, man, and I didn't. I mean, I think they were just bullshitting, but they were correct. Like, yeah, because it's just kind of like, you know, the filly that got kidnapped. And I, you know, like, it's no longer me, you know. This is a great scene. Great scene. Because I will say I was pretty bored of this episode leading up to this. But I think this right here, they set it up very well. Yeah, I mean, they both have trauma they need to work on. Still, the face frontal of the new designs are very scary. Are they gonna maybe play the game that she played with Opaline? You know, about taking over? Because maybe that's something she actually liked doing. You know, like playing that game. Not actually taking over the world in real life, but playing a game where you do stuff like that. Like, even before I was born. And obviously the bats are alicorns. Yeah, and put the pieces together that, oh wait, the story is a bit like jumbled. The bats are not bats, they're alicorns. Like, it's a good thing you have magic, otherwise we would probably have to carry those bags. Is there a tree like that in the Earth Pony Town? Is it the tree that was created in like chapter 2 maybe? Or like in the movie or something? Moon Dancer? Oh Jesus Christ, my lamp is flickering. Alright, gotta turn it off and then back on again. Alright. Because that lamp just broke. It's kind of like, where did you learn about this recipe? From Opaline. Oh, okay. He's very like, you're not gonna live, you know, at home with me. You're gonna live in the with your friends. Dumbbells. But what about Opaline? Because, I mean, you were supposed to be a double agent, right? I mean, she can't be a grown pony and also be your baby, you know? I think your parents are always gonna look at you, you know, as a baby. Because in comparison to them, you are a baby. Wendigos, maybe? Like, you know what, I'll try that out. Like, Opaline is in this place. Oh, thanks, Wind. Alright. Oh, and it's flowered. The one in the Pegasus place. Alright, well. That was. Oh god. Bridlewood, the father of Bridlewood? Bridlewood father? I don't remember what the episode was called. Other than the scene where, you know, Misty kind of like confronted her dad to be like, you know what, I didn't actually like what we did, and it's, you know, it's not me anymore, and stuff like that. This episode really was pretty boring to me because I like the concept of it, the whole thing going through, and Misty and her dad spending time together. But I think them just going through old stuff and Misty not liking it, I think it was almost 12, let's see. Yeah, it was close to 14 minutes. Too much. Like, maybe if it was 8 minutes, I would be like, okay, it's a bit on the longer side, but I would think that's fine. Because they want the hit of Misty being like, I didn't like it, blah, 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 and all that stuff that they said. That great scene. I think you need to like really hammer home on the fact that Misty is not the same pony anymore as she was when she was just a filly. But I think 14 minutes is too long. And yeah, and the other thing about taking the old pony to that place for her to say like, the trees are connected. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's gonna be very important, and I think the whole thing about the bat, they're gonna figure out later. Oh wait, it's actually about alicorns, and that bat she was talking about is Opaline. And the whole thing about wind, I think Zip is going to do. She's gonna be flying, and then she's gonna hear something in the wind. I don't think she's gonna deliberately go fly in the wind, whatever, on a Thursday. I think it's just gonna be like a coincidence, and then she's gonna hear something. So I think they're setting up stuff with that. Maybe in future episodes they're gonna pay off, but in this episode, not really.